out fresh from the stage. Fucking hell. Like, you're not worked hard enough for that first set. What was that like?
That was absolutely incredible. Like, there's nothing like it.
It's a full room from the off.
I was sweating before I got up there. The perfect weather for being inside.
All dressed in black in an enclosed space.
I'm pretty sure I'm one of two people that isn't dressed in black completely.
It started that way though. You came out with glasses and all the best will of the world, and then that fucking off it went.
Dressing for Barcelona every time, just in case. For the weather like
Ladies
this.
Ladies and gentlemen, Archaea are the opening band at the final. That's a bit heavy, that, isn't it? To be the first band on, you got to set the tone. You already come on.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, considering that this was our 6th gig completely as a band.
6, ladies and gentlemen.
This has been absolutely stunning. We thrive to start shows. We set the tone, and we just absolutely love doing it. Like
Bloodstock, like that's the mountain, isn't it? Right? That's the one.
Oh yeah, definitely. Like, we have so many idols on these stages. Like, we will do anything to get on those stages with them. Like, to be in the same park, to be in that camp with them. We'll climb any mountain for that. This is the one.
Well, you were enjoying yourself on stage, and that is the be all and end of what this whole competition is about. Like, you come off there and you've done a good job, yeah.
Oh yeah, absolutely smashed it. Like, I can't respect.
You're exhausted. And there's me firing a whole bunch of questions, and you're like, listen, I've just left my soul on that stage.
You also asked me to climb some stairs. I didn't think I was going to make it apart from them.
I expect you to run through hoops, haven't I? Ladies and gentlemen, a very wonderful Archaea. Let's see what happens tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, Tony Beanie from the North Wales, Metal to the Masses.
How you doing? You all good?
This is royalty. You're royalty, sir. You're most welcome.
Don't be silly. I'm not.
I was at the final for you guys. Amazing show. How's it? Are you finding this one?
Well, same as ours. Really hot and sweaty. However, we just watched the first band. I don't know if they're knocking around here. You know what? They really grabbed hold of the audience and stuff like that. It sounds like watch the first 10 minutes of this second band now. They seem to be doing the same. Obviously, I know the rest of the bands on the bill, so it's nice to see some new bands that are new to me, and it's all
nice to have the night off somewhat, because you're normally doing what I do and shouting, and well, not shouting. I do the shout. You're more articulate than me, but you get to sit back and enjoy it, shit, like
I tell you what, it comes to something when you're saying I'm articulate, mate. But thank you, thank you very much.
Well, you've got a lot of stuff coming up. Pentry Fest. You've just made some fantastic announcements with that. Like, that looks fucking epic already. We've only started. You got Fury and Basement Torture Killings as well.
Yeah. Well, I mean, to be honest, we've been trying to get Fury for a long time, and we've never been able to, fit it in. But now we've got them. Basement Torture Killings haven't played for us for a long time.
Amazing,
you might remember back in the day. You remember the Mosh Against Cancer days? They played in a Magnet for us, and they went down an absolute storm there. So it's great to have them coming back up as well. We've also got most of them that bill set up, and we've still got loads of bands that are saying, when they see this, they all want to play and stuff like that. But keep telling us if any bands are listening now and they want to come and play for us, do come, because we've got other shows. It's not just them two. Can we talk about Skyclad?
Let's go. Let's go.
September. So Apollyon Rising are playing later on. They're also coming back to play for us again in September. I've Skyclad's bucket list band for me as well. So that's the 26th, 27th. That's in Wrexham. You never know. Rob McElhenney and Ryan Reynolds might turn up. Probably won't. We've also got Stalsag on the bill as well. Toranaga UK are coming back doing a God's Gift set as well. Cadence Noir, our very first Metal to the Masses winners.
That's how you do it, ladies and gentlemen. You book the bands you love. Bucket list bands he's talking about. That's how you fucking promote, because you win either way. And it turns out a lot of other people love that, and Pentry Fest is always really well attended. There is a little thing we need to talk, a little bit of business here. The reason I invited Beanie is because I want to kind of dissolve all that bollocks about there being any rivalry between North Wales and Manchester and all whatever the fuck it is. We are all together. Beanie's here as a better looking version of me, because there is no walls here. We're all together, right? We're all kind of trying to do
we are together, and along that situation, I just want to say a quick shout out to Andy Deathwave,
100%,
because he has spent so much time in Liverpool keeping the scene alive. After Sal packed in, he's put in so much work up here in Liverpool, and without him, this scene could have died. So I really do want to make sure everyone gives him out props. I know it's quite easy to blame the promoter when things don't go right and stuff like that. It's always the promoter's fault. It's not generally, but it's always the promoters that take the blame. They take the hit in the pocket. They do this and the other, but they keep working. They keep working hard, and they keep coming back for more. I know we're glutton for punishments, but especially Andy, because I know he's been poorly a little bit as well, hasn't he? So he's done this through thick and thin in Liverpool, and he deserves a massive shout out.
Shout out to Andy, we love you.
But with regards to Metal to Mass as well, I mean, obviously we had James Bennett come down as well, and with you guys
Shout out
there
to
as well
James,
for
doing
ours.
some wonderful
I know,
stuff for Thrash yesterday.
I know James would have been here tonight, but he's at the Footprint and the Custard thing, and they're saying goodbye
There's too
tonight.
much Mel. There's too much Mel.
But obviously, it's great to have such good scenes in the northwest. I know we're North Wales, but we're still the northwest and stuff like that. And it's not just the Liverpool, Manchester, and our scene as well. Little scenes popping up in between, go as far as Burnley and Preston, and Northwich as well. Obviously, I don't know if you've heard Nicky Clifford's radio show on a Monday as well. So yeah, I mean there is a lot going on.
It's alive and well. It's alive well because of people like Beanie fucking putting these shows on. Thank you for coming to this evening.
Listen, it's always a pleasure to speak to you, mate. All the best, man.
Ladies and gentlemen, false thoughts. Fresh, we're doing this fresh from each person's set. What did that feel like?
It was great. We absolutely loved it, to be fair. Like,
full house,
every
went for
moment
it.
was
Yeah,
great.
it's so rammed.
Yeah, the energy was crazy. We absolutely loved
And
it.
you're like a relatively young band, relatively new.
Only been going a year, yeah.
Which is fun. Which is what that's what this whole thing's about. Is bringing it with, because we're always wondering where the next crop of musicians are coming from. You represent that, sure.
Yeah, that'll be yeah. Thank you very much. I hope we do.
What's that like going out as well? Because it's such a diverse bill. Omega Throne, Ogun are on now. From all ends of the metal spectrum, what's that like?
You know what? It's great because it kind of just showcases the whole Liverpool scene and everything like that. The diversity in the scene as well, and just how everyone can kind of come together, be as one. Doesn't matter if you're hardcore, you're metalcore, you're thrash, whatever. Everyone's loving it, and
It's heavy, man. Heavy.
Yeah, it's heavy.
Like, you love heavy music, and this is it.
Because you are bringing that, like, there's that hardcore stuff is some of the style of what you're doing. That's
It's Jason,
coming in as well.
definitely,
Yeah. But it's nice that we can do that. Like, isn't that one of the things that metal is like the best thing about it? Is it takes lovely bits and pieces from.
Yeah, we all grew up on very different music, realistically. Like, like Carl and the singer Mike, and our drummer Stan, like they all grew up on like pop punk and
pop punk, emo, all that kind of stuff.
So I was more like Chili's, and like I was into more like classic metal, like Metallica, AC/DC, all that jazz. And then I got really into like prog side of things, and all that influence it's in there. Like,
you could hear that. Like tonight, you could hear that there was people going, "Okay, I've never two-stepped before. I'm going to give this a whirl."
That go in front of them, man.
That's
all
it.
That was cool. Anyway, but they were like, "This is cool," because I think that the through line through all this is that the music's just of a high quality. You know what I mean? You are like putting it all out there. I mean, what does Bloodstock mean to you? Like, you win this, you go to play the biggest metal festival.
It's just a great opportunity for us. If we win, fantastic. If we don't, I'm happy to lose to any of the bands that are on tonight.
Yeah.
They're all fucking amazing. So yeah,
It's just a great attitude, and that means that you can, when you've got that in play, it means that it was clear tonight, like when you got on stage, just enjoy it, right?
yeah. That's pretty much the same with every show.
We all
it's
love
the
music,
same.
man. We love heavy music. We love playing heavy music. Like, we're all best friends. Like,
That was should be in it.
that's all. We do it because we love it, man. Like, we just want to do it for fun. So.
Ladies and gentlemen, false thoughts. The man with which none of this happens if we don't make it happen. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Andy from Death Rave. How you doing?
Hello, man. How
We're like halfway through.
We're
halfway
good.
Through.
We're good, yeah,
aren't we?
halfway through.
Hot one. Hot.
It's warm, but I'm hiding up here for a little bit and I'm cooling down. I need to buy a t-shirt off every band just so I've got spares the way it's going.
What's it like going through all the heats and seeing all these bands and then you get to this? It's like graduation for metal bands, right?
It's a little bit like that, yeah. It's like it's the culmination, and it's like it's electric. It's fucking insane in the best
Feels
possible
special,
way.
and that's the whole point of this competition, right? Is that this it means playing Bloodstock fucking means something.
It does, but to be honest, I personally think even just playing the regional final means something, because it's the culmination of everything everybody's been working to around here.
Yeah.
The fact that you're also going to play Bloodstock is like fucking great. Yeah,
it's a lovely bonus.
Oh yeah.
Well, we got to see all the bands through the heats, and the quality of some of the bands there. There was some really tough calls, wasn't there?
Oh, but the fucking was. It's like, wow, yeah. I feel sorry for the people who have to judge this shit. I'm glad I as the organiser, I turn around and I say, I'm not allowed to be involved in that because that'd be cheating. Enjoy judging.
Look at the difference in the bands that are playing. Like Archaea is a world away from Omega Throne. Omega Throne's a world away from Ogun.
Yeah.
Such variety. That's the sign of a good scene.
Oh,
right?
it is. That's the fucking thing. Is you want that because it means no matter what stripe of metalhead you are, there's something for you. So the fact that we're all here, we're all in the family.
And it's a good mix of bands that are like, just talk to False Thoughts. They've maybe played like 8 shows, and then you've got Ogun returning from being around a long time. It's such a lovely balance of new and
How long was Ogun dormant? Was it about 8 years, wasn't it?
something like that, yeah. And then and their resurgence was entirely connected to the scene that we're in, having its resurgence as well.
Yeah.
So it is in many ways. Your Bloodstock Metal to the Masses for whichever city you're from is a reflection of it's like a health check, right?
It is, yeah.
Of like this kind of like you can't basically you can't say you have a scene if you don't have Metal to the Masses.
Oh yeah, it's one of those we definitely don't have a scene here. That's why we've had to actually turn people away because we don't physically have space in the building for them. Is that a sign of a healthy scene?
It's tough though, it takes a lot to be honest. I'm here to say thank you from everybody, but it takes a lot, doesn't it, mate? It takes the amount of one. It's insanity, but nights like this make it worth it.
Oh, definitely. I wish I could do this for all the fucking time.
I love it. Ladies and gentlemen, Andy from Deathway.
Love you, bro.
Welcome to brutality.
My friend, Andy from Ogun.
What's up, Coop?
That was a set.
It was. It's so hot up there, bro. But we left nothing on the stage. We just went for it, bro.
As it should be. This is a long road. This feels like
Yes, sir.
a once dormant giant has come back, right?
It's back.
Best album, best everything. This is everything.
So we've got obviously Ned and Annie to thank for the awards that we received off their show. My head's so up there I can't even remember what it's called. Help me out with that. But greatest decision to come back. It is absolutely. You heard the crowds. You saw the crowds. It was absolutely amazing.
I think most people in that audience felt that.
I think so. I felt that. I had a lot of emotion tonight.
Yeah.
What a set. What a place, what a venue, what a great group of people. There's no scene in Liverpool.
It feels special though. It feels like this is one of the one nights of the year where we all kind of come together and just show off the best of what we've got, right? So you play with your peers, you're playing with people who are vying for a chance to play Bloodstock. Playing Bloodstock must mean everything, right?
Yeah, what a dream, what an honour, to play that if we get through, to do it. I mean, we've watched our brothers and henchmen. We've seen them go and do that in 2022. It'd be amazing to represent Merseyside and, of course, our home city of Liverpool at Bloodstock. I mean, wow, what an opportunity. What a great festival and what a fantastic competition that Vicky and Simon Hall have got going to give all the grassroots a chance to play the big scenes.
This is where it's a situation where any band are just got to be good enough. That's it. If you're good enough, that's how you get there.
Absolutely agree. Yeah, fantastic. It's just a great opportunity. I'm like,
I've been pulling people up all night. And I don't know why you've got anything left for me after that set. But listen, ladies and gentlemen, Andy from Ogun.
Thank you so much, Coop. Thank you, everyone. Take it easy.
We never know who we bump into at these shows. It's my old friend Ned from Metal on Merseyside, from the More Metal show. Tonight seems a pretty good show for metal, right?
It's amazing. I was saying before, it's so close to call. Whoa. It is so close to call. 4 very different bands, very different styles. It could go either way. So who knows?
When you wrote that book about the scene in Merseyside, was this one of those things where you're like, if this happens and it's like this, we can safely say there is a scene and it's in a healthy state?
I think the scene, that book is interesting because obviously I wrote that book And at the back end of it, COVID happened. And I think the book is a bit pessimistic at the end because venues were closing and so on and so forth. To look at it now, it's like a different world. And to see full gigs like this and young bands, and for us to be a little bit part of that as well, you know, giving opportunities, whether it's through the More Metal show or it's through the stuff you do, it's great to come out the other side of that because, you know, as I say, I was writing that book in 2020, 21, and it was a bit darker times.
It was dormant. Is probably the most polite way of saying it.
Yeah.
And now we've moved forward to this situation where we've got a host of different styles on show throughout the heat. Host of different ages within the band as well, young bands, old bands, and everything in between. And if it's a temperature check, it's one we pass, right? It's
without a doubt.
We're in a good position. I mean, you must see that hosting the show, and you get sent like a whole bunch of stuff. You must start to see this now. The amount of artists you're getting to see or hear.
Absolutely. Annie and I, we were talking about this in the last show. Like, there's such a range of bands. Like, one of the things I was writing about in the book is, like, you know, Merseyside has a very much extreme metal heritage, you know, which comes from Carcass and Anathema and all that. And when I was writing the book, you know, I was kind of writing a lot about death metal bands, Exhumation, Playing Tonight, bands like that. But now, I feel like the scene's so much more diverse than it's ever been. 100%. It's really healthy. Whether it's a band like False Sports, with a kind of hardcore influence partly, or whether it's bands that are kind of like, you know, Neon Oracle, Skin Flowers, kind of gothic sounding bands. There's so much diversity in the scene. It's really, really fresh and exciting. I feel it, for me, it's never been in as good a place as it is now, I would agree with that. In my experience.
100%, I would agree with that.
You know,
can we maybe spill a little tea on the book that you're working on? Can we do that? Can we hit
a little bit? I mean, it's early.
It could be some band that we know.
It's early days. I'm kind of spoiling it slightly with the T-shirt, but I've as you know, I've always really been interested in that kind of mid-80s moral panic around metal. Yeah. So the book I'm working on now is very different to the Metal on Merseyside stuff, but I'm really interested in moral panics, 1980s, and the idea of kind of shock rock and shock metal and what that means. Yeah. So I'm very much interested in bands like Wasp, should we say. So yeah, that's stuff that's ongoing. As you know, it's stuff that I kind of get a kick out of researching. And also, I've been invited to talk about, and you know this, because we've done a couple of Halloween-y type things. I've been invited to talk about heavy metal horror films at the Miskatonic Horror Studies.
I love it.
In London. So watch this space, because there could be something quite interesting happening later in the year, should we say.
I love it. Well, you never know who you bump into, and I bumped into my friend Nadeem Hassan. Thank you, Ned. Appreciate that, my friend.
Great to see you. Thanks very much for having me.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Queen is in session. Sal, from those who remember from Whiplash.
Hiya.
We are all here because of the steps you take.
A long time ago.
A long time ago, but I think, isn't it nice to come and see this now and see all these bands?
It's absolutely
and the
fantastic.
scene thriving, isn't that a beautiful thing?
It is, and it's great to be able to watch it and relax.
No, I'm not promote. No bacon tonight. No bacon tonight. But what a wonderful spectacle. You see so many different types of music here as well tonight. That's fantastic, right?
Yeah, my son's here as well, so I was, Apollyon Riders are playing at the moment. They played for me when they were just known as Apollyon back in 2011. Wonderful to see them going really, really strong as well. So it's absolutely fab. The Amiga Throne, half of Amiga Throne used to be in Slovenia. Absolutely fantastic. They played for me in 2010 and a few other times. So it's really good to see people in the scene, still in the scene,
Still existing.
and people coming out to support the scene. It's fab.
It's like as well, we're seeing some promoters in the audience as well now. People doing what you did, and they're starting their journey out. So that's powerful to see as well. Like not just the bands, but it's the people behind the scenes as well.
Yes, it is great. I just try and hide now.
But they were doing this stuff now because they saw you do it. It's incredibly powerful to see someone doing it and it being a success, and those seeds you're now seeing the trees that are growing from it.
Yeah. Although, to be honest, some of them are quite young. They probably don't even know who I am.
I think you'd be surprised, but it's like this surely then is one of the best this scene's ever been for quite some time.
It is, and to be honest, I do think that the calibre of the bands in Liverpool that are coming up and rising and absolutely smashing it out of the park every time they play. I mean, the bands that have played tonight have all been fantastic. Wasn't here for the first one, unfortunately, but the other three were all really, really good, and it's going to be a hard decision.
It's nice to see, because you were there at the beginning of a lot of these bands' journeys and a lot of these artists and a lot of these places, and now you've seen it come all the way there. This must be like, I keep saying to bands, it must be like graduation here. It's like you're proud to see these bands kind of come to the fore, you know?
Yeah, it really, really is. As I said before, wherever I go, it's like, you gave me my first gig, and I know, I'll never forget, and it's
special.
Weird, yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, the wonderful Sal Turner.
Thank you very much.